Hello everyone, and in this video I would like to show you a very interactive chess problem by Vladimir Bron, a chess problem composer from Soviet Union, and he is known as one of the greatest chess problem composers ever, and this is his picture. And he was also a scientist. He was a professor in science, and basically he was also a chess player, but he was more successful as a chess problem composer. So he was also very prolific, and he composed more than 400 chess problem compositions, and he also won some awards as a problem composer. So this is one of his problems, which is from 1927, and let's quickly evaluate this position. And can you see how actually white can win in this position? So black is very close, promoting the queen. There is only one move left, and white rook can't go after the pawn with playing rook to c1 because the pawn is blocking the rook, and rook can't also go up and go after h8 because the bishop is blocking h8. So basically, how to solve the problem of pushing the pawn and promoting the queen? White has a very strong move in this position. What would you do if you had the white pieces? So there is only one move that wins after this position. So if I give you only a few seconds, can you guess the next move for white? If you want, you can also pause the video and try to guess the next move, which is pretty simple. Okay, so if you are ready, let me show you the move. The first move is exclamation point bishop to f6, checking the king and sacrificing the bishop for making room for the rook. So rook to h8 is possible after rook goes back, making rook to h8 possible. So in the main line, black is not capturing the bishop, and black plays king to g4. But if capturing the bishop, then rook goes back, and if actually promoting the queen, then we are going to check the king and then capture the queen. So f takes on e5, checking the king, king to g3, black is defending the pawn, and then f5, and white is creating a passer. So this is easily winning for white, basically. So if king to g2, then we can even capture the pawn and then push this pawn. So rook to c8, f takes on e5, checking the king, and if king to g4, then f takes on e5, and black has to defend the h-pawn, and then king to d4. So if king to g2, king takes on c4, promoting the queen, rook takes queen, king takes rook, and then king to d5, d6, and then capturing the pawn, and this pawn is going to be a queen. So let's calculate that actually. So if king to g2, king takes pawn, promoting the queen, and then we capture the queen, king takes rook. My computer is lagging a little bit, so king to d5, and basically white is faster. Basically we are going to push the pawn, and white is easily winning. So okay, a very simple calculation. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to the main line. After bishop to f6, black plays king to g4, not capturing the bishop. So again, capturing the bishop doesn't work because of rook to c8 and rook to h8. But now, this time black is again threatening to push the pawn and promoting the queen. So in this position, white can't go back because if promoting the queen, checking the king, and king is going to hide on f5. So for example, if rook goes back, then black is going to promote the queen and then checking the king, and of course not king to h file because of checking the king and then capturing the queen. But I think king can hide here. So there is no checkmate. Basically, the king is escaping. So this is actually a winning for black, I suppose. So this is why king to g4. So the idea is hiding the king and promoting the queen. And now, this is also a key moment of this chess problem. White has a very strong move. And after that move, black is in big trouble. So how should white play in this position? Basically, the main idea, rook back and then checking the king, doesn't work. How to stop this pawn? It looks a little tricky. So if I give you a few seconds, can you guess the next move for white? If you want, you can pause the video and try to figure out on your own. So let me give you 3 seconds. I need to drink water. 1 second, please. Okay, so I'm back. So the move is e6. I hope you have seen this move. Exclamation point, a very strong move for white. And basically threatening to check the king, and we have capturing the bishop. But in this position, if of course promoting the queen, then we have check. And then if king to h4, then rook to g1, discover check to the king and winning the queen. So in this position, if king to h3, then we have check and then capturing the queen. If king takes on h1, then e takes on d7 is easily winning. Okay, so I hope you can see all this. I hope that you have seen the correct winning moves at the key moment. So first move, again, let's take it back. You don't have to hurry. Bishop to f6, king to g4, and then e6. So I hope you have seen bishop to f4 and then e6. So capturing the bishop, and then we have rook to h5 by white. So this was the key move. I skipped that little quickly, I'm so sorry. So rook to h5 is the move. King takes on h5 and it is white to move. White is going to push the pawn and white is going to promote the queen with check, so there is no time. Checking the king and then check. Checking again, king to g2, queen to g4, king to h2. And then, of course, I mean, if king to f1, then we have check. And then queen to f2, checkmate. So anyway, king to h2 and then it is white to move. Now what would you do? It is very simple. The move is king to f2 and black resigns actually in this position because there is no defense against queen to h4 or queen to g3, checkmate. So if some random move, queen to g3, checkmate. So okay, let's take it back and let's check out all of the moves again together. You can see that Vladimir Bron was an amazing chess problem composer, an amazing problem, and actually this was not beginner level. He has many other chess problem compositions like this. So the first move is bishop to f6, king to g4, and then e6, and then, well, okay, so rook can't go back because the king is going to escape. So white plays rook to h5, and after king takes rook, white is going to push the pawn, and there is only one move left, and white is going to check the king. So checking the king, and this is winning for white. So this is why sacrificing the rook, because pushing the pawn, promoting the queen is going to come with check. And of course, king to f2 is the final nail on the coffin to black. Checkmate. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.